One of Kovalev's sparring partners told us that just working with him, he's the master at controlling the range and distance.
Yeah.
How does Canelo counteract that? Because obviously he has the
Well,
disadvantage.
I think the logic tells you in boxing, you fighting a taller guy with a longer reach. You don't want to be outside that long reach. You want to actually be within inside his elbow on length where you can go ahead and make him uncomfortable. A taller guy with longer arms need distance. He need comfortability mentally and physically. He needs you 2 to 3 feet away from him so he can pick you off like a sniper. You know, that's why snipers from a distance, right? They're not up in front of you like this trying to get you. So once you get close to them, they can't get the radar on you, so they need distance. So you take that distance away, it becomes a different fight that he has to fight here and physically, because of the style they've been fighting, the height that they stand, and the reach that they have. They must need, like fishing. You got to throw that rod out there, and you're hoping something get hooked on there. The same game with Sergey's left hand. It's like the fish. It's like the worm on a fish hook. You anchor it out, right, and you just wind it back in, and you look for some tugging. And if that, I've been taking my fishing lesson. And if you feel some tugging on there, you can't yank it real fast because you'll lose your hook if you got something. So you sort of got to talk to it. You sort of got to let it, sometimes you got to let it loose, the string, so you can have the fish thinking that, you know, he's not attached to anything, which he is, 'cause, right? And then you will him in when they get tired. And they come in kind of calmly and not aware, and boom, it happens. So that's how Sergey planned. That's how Sergey set his prey. They become prey. He set his prey up that way, and you have to actually counteract that. You have to have intelligence, not necessarily strength, and you also have to have a boxing IQ of a young, hungry, got a taste of. But boxing can bring you on this level, so that side of his system now is just wanting more of history and making history, and there are chances that he's taking as we get closer to November 2nd.
Bernard, do you feel like Kovalev, in being aggressive, sometimes he gives up that height you were talking about just now?
Well, I don't think that he's actually being aggressive and he's taking away from something that he should be using to his advantage. I think that he feels that if he can mentally jump on a person, which he's not used to being named that way or at least styled that way, it worked sometimes. No, matter of fact, it worked more than sometimes because he's been successful. But I think this time is going to be a little bit more difficult going in with a guy of Canelo's level and where he's at right now. I think that his key to victory is to be at least 3.5 feet away, using his reach and making it very difficult for the shorter guy to work his way in. And if he do get in, he pays such a price where the round go round by round, there's physically nothing left later in the rounds to be able to exert yourself, to be able to what? To be able to take over if you have that opportunity.
Bernard,
how much prices you willing to take? Canelo's willing to take to get through the first line of defense, and that's the jab. He gets past the jab early. Some of y'all gonna be upset, but y'all not gonna be working late.
Knockout.
I'll say TKO maybe more than anything. I don't think any guy's going to have, well, I think that anybody have a chance of knocking somebody out, it'll be Sergey with his punch and light heavyweight that he's been there and he's comfortable. I think he's a stronger puncher, but I think that the quicker, the sharper, the IQ, the way you think, the way he responds when he thinks, that's hands down Canelo. And I think that's going to be the key to one of his, if not the success of this fight.
Would that feel good for you?
What?
Would that feel good for you, though?
I think
in the history you have with Kovalev and Canelo.
I think anybody can. Listen. I take intelligence over muscle and brains. I take intelligence over muscle and strength and all that stuff any day, because I know intelligence can navigate through all that other stuff. And so Canelo is very intelligent in that ring, and he's getting be honest with you, I'm gonna be around to say he's not learning anymore because he's gonna have a long career. But right now, I see him learning every fight, and I've seen this ever since the schooling and the degree, the bachelor degree he got from Mayweather. I mean, this is facts. This ain't me having a conversation. I do want to go eat. You know, I'm a vegan and I'm kind of starving. I ate twice. I'm
like him getting
going
revenge?
to eat 3 more times before I get to bed. So I'm gonna do like 2 more and I'm going. So you want to hog? Y'all let him hog it up. Y'all gonna hog it up.
Bernard,
So
would
what
you give any advice to Canelo
Say what?
about your experience with Tarver? Have you given him any advice?
Well, I'm glad you said that about Tarver because I felt that somebody was going to say something about that. And let me tell you what I didn't say on the podium because I was waiting. I say it tomorrow. I say it now, but I'm gonna say it tomorrow again. So y'all get it now. This fight is about the light heavyweight division, but it's a history before this fight, and it was mentioned, right? About other people that accomplished. Only 3 of us, right? He'd be the 4th, right? But one thing might have got not even mentioned or lost in the conversation is that I ain't want to bring it up, but I bring it up some other time, which is now. Buddy McGirt is going to be on 2 sides of history. He's going to be on the side of history. When I beat Antonio Tarver, he was the trainer of Antonio Tarver. See, I could have dropped the mic and left off there early, but I do like to talk and like to have fun. So he's on the second history. So even the trainer, right, because I didn't want to give y'all too much laughs. I got to stretch it out. We're here for another, 4 days? Or at least I am. So, or 5. So, Buddy McGirt will be on history too. So it's a lot of history being made November 2nd on the Zone, promoted by us. What? Buddy McGirt been on 2 historic moments. When the middleweight went right to heavyweight, right, and he lost both matches. I mean, come on, I couldn't write this up. I'm not that much of a genius, right? I definitely don't believe in luck because every time I committed a crime, I got caught, right? So my whole, and did 5 years. So my whole thing is, when you look at the whole landscape, everybody is making history November 2nd. Canelo, who's well-deserved, I believe will make history. Buddy McGirt will make history. Why? He would better tell his grandkids that he was involved in 2 fights that was major. That was major, and it's not a list in a crowded house and that making that history. If you heard him, I think 4 times it's been done, right? Where he was on a losing end of a middleweight, 160, really a junior middleweight. If you look at what Canelo started, anybody can correct me at any time. To light heavyweight, I mean, when I hear that, I think of Armstrong. You know what I mean? I think of Henry Armstrong. You remember that? I think of the lightweight that went up, 6, 7 weight classes. So.